Yo, what's good? Come on in, come on in. It's gonna be a reality check. You know, I try to get on here as much as possible before they take me off. Cause, you know how it go. Peace to the gods, welcome back. Come on in, have a seat. Don't be rude in the room, I'ma block your face off. You know what it is. To everybody out there that supports, I love myself. Peace to the gods. I'ma just start this off like this, man. Like I told you, I try to go live as much as possible to share my thoughts in my mind with those that can actually hear me and fuck with me. And as much as possible, because I feel like my thoughts are very important, because they're not thoughts that's out there. When I'm listening and I travel the internet, like my passport is stamped up. Like I travel the internet, I travel the collective interface, and I do not hear myself on the internet. So I gotta put myself on the internet, because these thoughts is not on the internet at all. And then, like, the closest you can get is like not even close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, these thoughts need to be on the internet, because not only are they not trending, but they're not there at all unless we put them there. So it's another frequency of thoughts that you can tap into. It's a lot of junk. It's like a supermarket. You feel what I'm saying? You go in the supermarket, you feel me? And when you go in the supermarket, you got the little organic section. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of that shit is junk. And that's the internet. The internet is like the supermarket. All that shit is junk that you see. And you got this small little produce section. And even then, when you go to the produce section, you got to look at the sticker and make sure that shit start with a 9 and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this information is like. It's fractal to that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that, you know, I feel obligated to speak my mind on the internet because it's not there. And if it's not there, then we're in a sad place. You see what I'm saying? So this is a frequency that I put out. So today I want to talk about polygamy again. Obviously, that's one of my favorite subjects, because we have to talk about polygamy, because if we don't talk about polygamy, then we're not talking about family. And if we're not talking about family, we're not talking about human evolution, consciousness. We can't consciously grow without the mind that allows us to structure life proper. I mean, we're not living life proper. You know, we're in monogamous relationships, and no matter how much we try to say we're conscious, it's what you do that makes you conscious. And I want to talk about this because it's very important. It's very, 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 very essential that we talk about polygamy, because I was raised on one half underground, like, you know, it was the culture to have all the girls. You know what I'm saying? On one, you know, that was amongst men. You know, how many girls you got? You know what I'm saying? If you got more girls, then yeah. And then on the other hand, there was society, which is your family, which is the structure of your family that you had, that you eventually knew that you're going to have to find one woman, settle down with, and have a life, make a life with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that we talk about family structure if we're going to talk about building nations, if we're going to talk about ever changing and evolving as a people. We have to talk about the family structure and the nature of humans, and how we lie to each other about the nature of humans. And there's a great oppression that goes underhanded. A very great depression, and it's the male. It's the human male, especially the black male. We are oppressed. Now, it's because we're undereducated, and the culture that we came out of has told us wrong. Somebody told us wrong, right? And so we innately want to do it, but I'm thankful, baby. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll drink some. I'm thankful. How'd you know I was thirsty? That's what I'm talking about. I'm thankful. Now, I had to figure this out myself, and I'm so glad I wasn't raised in, like, society the way most people were, because it gave me the ability to think outside the box. Because when I was 14, I got locked up, and by 16, I went from juvenile prison, and at 16, I was put in adult prison. that's when they started doing that. You know, they started putting, like, depending on how you was acting in prison, the prison was getting so packed and juveniles was getting sent to maximum security. And so I was one of those kids when it first started in Jersey. So at 16, 14 I was put in jail. 16, I was put in max security. At 19, I got out. And so when this all happened, this took me away from the colonization of the mind of, you know, being raised as a teenager in society. So I didn't get those high school socializations, you know what I'm saying, in the windows. I didn't get those vibes of being a part of. Nah, I was a part of, and looking back now, I'm glad it happened, because now I could say, like, yo, I was raised by men. I was raised around, like gangsters and killers. I was raised around that shit, and I got to get the spirit of masculinity. I got to get the spirit of men. Men, real wild men, like actual men, like not these men out here that's been domesticated and, you know, culturized and colonized and doing whatever it takes to get whatever they need to survive. I'm not talking about the guys that said civilization. I'm talking about the guys that couldn't make it in civilization. I'm talking about the dudes that just could not, you know. And what I realized is more I got older and more as I aged, I realized, like, yo, these were the dudes that failed at Babylon. Like, the niggas that was locked up just were, you know, not knowingly, but naturally they were resistant to the system. And so in the system, they try to domesticate you. And the more wild you are in the system, and you're more instinctual as far as, you know, I mean, dudes are locked up because of just having sex. I mean, this dude's locked up because of child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in no way allowed to be a natural wild man. You're not allowed to be that. I mean, it's like animals in the zoo that were born in the zoo. Animals that are born in the zoo think what's going on in the zoo is like normal. You feel what I'm saying? So they you know, if you was to take an animal and put him in his natural environment, that it probably wouldn't know how to survive, because although it has natural instincts in the environment that it's in, it's not allowed to exactly be a gorilla or exactly be, because it's not in its natural environment, it's an assimilated environment. And that's what we are. It's not natural to go to a supermarket and get your food. That's not natural. You're supposed to grow your food and, you know, get it from the earth so that you can have honor for the earth. But we don't have that connection with nature because we're not getting our shit from there. So we were raised in a system where you never really grew food on your own, and so you don't know about being a real human. You only know about going to the supermarket and, you know, flushing it down the toilet, and you know what I'm saying? And from there, you just been living in assimilation, right? You've been living in some man created this world with the rules and the laws in it. Some man. What man was that? Was it the original indigenous man that made these rules up and laws? No, we know that. We know that this man that made these laws and these rules that we live by is not anything that was in tune with nature. You know what I'm saying? So we're not living in a natural state. So we're not natural people. We don't know what nature is. And the woman don't know. And the little girls were raised with the notion that she's supposed to be with one man and that one man's supposed to be with her. And we're raised like that. You got all of your movies. I mean, look at your entertainment. Look at your music. It's all revolved around monogamy. And so we live inside of this matrix. You know what I'm saying? And as you wake up, and I'm so glad, because what gave me the advantage is that I wasn't socialized through high school. So when I didn't go to high school, I was raised around, you know, outlaws, gangsters, niggas that just could not get that right. They didn't fuck with the system. They were wild. It was very wild. And I look back now, I'm like, damn, I was raised around wild men, like indigenous men that innately just knew, like, yo, I'm not going down with this system. I'm not down with it. I can't conform to society, and I can't get along. I was raised like that, right? And I was like, damn, as I look back now, I'm like, damn, I'm glad I was raised around real humans. You know what I'm saying? Even though we was in cages and it was dangerous, as I look back now, I'm like, wow, that's why I'm innately like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm resistant to the status quo, to cancer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I went there to talk about that, because I want women, you know, if no one ever told you this, and I want men to know, if no one ever told you this, like I told you, these thoughts are not online. If no one ever told you this the way I'm telling you, I want to tell you today that your man is polygamous. He's naturally polygamous. He is wrapped around society, and he has to go against his own nature. And this is a prison and a hell state of his own, right? Because men will lie to women. I mean, and I was one of them, right? I lied to women to get that pussy. Like, I wanted that pussy. I wanted to feel good, man. I wanted to get up in that pussy. So I wanted to fuck. I wanted to procreate, right? On a subconscious level, we're trying to reproduce. On a conscious level, we just want to feel good. We just want to get up in that pussy and feel good, you know what I mean? And have an orgasm. So we'll do anything, you know what I'm saying, to make that happen. Now, this is innately, men want to fuck as many women as they can. I just want y'all to know that. If there's any woman out there, I'm gonna be your dad. I'm gonna be your internet dad, and I'm gonna tell you the truth about how men are, right? We want to fuck as many real men, not these men. Today they kind of evolutionized and degenerated men, right? So these little boys, these little string bean, weird, I don't even know what to call them, man. The system has really doused down these men. I just want you to know this is not the same man that when I was growing up, it's not the same man. It's just not the same guy. But still, even then, innately, he wants to fuck as many women as he can. Now, this becomes very boring to him, as if a man can do it. If he can do it, if he has the ability to talk women out of them drawers and fuck them, then he has the ability to do that. Then this gets boring. He'll fuck all the women that he can and feel empty. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's his nature to fuck as many women and get as many women pregnant as he can. Because that's what we're supposed to do, be fruitful. But we also crave a special connection with women, and so we get tired of just fucking you, and that's what's wrong, right? So men be like, oh man, we go to the extreme. So what we do, and what I did, was I went to the extreme and I fucked a whole bunch of women, and it just made me feel empty. And so I wanted something substantial, so I just didn't just want to fuck you. I wanted to have good sex with a woman, but I also wanted to bond with a woman, right? And I wanted something deeper than just fucking. So, you know, society's like, oh, you're supposed to find that one. You know what I mean? That one. And I was thinking like, all right, well, I found the one. I found a woman that I could talk to, share my thoughts with. We were best friends. We had a bond. We had a fucking bond, right? And that was cool. Right? And innately, you know, after the honeymoon stage, and you know, and then I noticed myself looking at other women and wanting bonds with other women too, like not just her. But I didn't know how to express that. But that was called cheating. So I knew that I couldn't go back on my word, but innately I did it anyway because I was immature, I was stupid, I didn't know, I got caught. Because anything that's hidden in the dark is gonna come to the light eventually. So I got caught. And that was the most worst feeling for me in the world, getting caught on breaking my word, because I'm not a good liar. I'm just not a great liar. So, you know, being with a woman that you really care about, and her finding out that like you cheated on her, and you feel bad as fuck, man. You feel really, really bad, right? And so now, what do? I mean, if you look at the 90s, all throughout R&B is nothing but niggas begging about cheating on a woman. It just did the whole 90s. It's just niggas begging, baby, I'm sorry, and all that, candles and all that shit. It was fucking and then cheating, making up. That was the whole shit. I mean, look at Usher, look at R. Kelly, listen to all their music. What you gonna realize is nothing but niggas fucking, getting the draws, seducing you to get the draws, being with you for a minute, and then cheating on you. And then after they cheated on you, they said, I'm sorry, take me back. And if you don't take me back, they moving on to another relationship, and they do it. The cycle all over and all over and over. And I noticed behavior. I noticed the psychology of men's behavior. And because I was wondering, I'm like, damn, why am I doing this? Like, why do I act like, why does it feel like, I want to be with you, and as soon as I bust my nut, I'm like, I'm not even thinking that no more. As soon as I bust my nut, my mind is like, how do I get rid of you? You know what I'm saying? So I was a bachelor for a little bit, And I went through that. And then you want the girl that, you know, you bond with. So in my chart, it says in my natal chart that I bond with women. Like women understand me. They feel like I understand them. So I attract a lot of women. And so I always bonded with women very deeply, more than one, you know. So I'll be cool with a chick, you know. I'll fuck her and then make her my friend. Like, I would fuck a chick, make her my friend, and me and her be friends, but I fuck her every now and then. And I had multiple relationships like that as a bachelor when I was on my own. And but I wanted a main woman, and I had a main woman, but I still had relationships with these other women. They would come in and out. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you got that friend that comes, y'all friends, but nothing's gonna change that. And like, that's your bond. It has nothing to do with your girl that you fucking with right now, but that's your friend over there, and y'all did fuck, and y'all probably would fuck again, but it's just y'all friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna go no further. So I had those relationships, and those relationships got me jammed up in my relationship because I really liked the bond that I was having with the other woman, although I knew I had to be with only one. So the more I cheated, the more I fell into this fucking trap, right? I'm gonna tell you about this trap. The more I cheated and got caught, the more I hurt the woman that I really loved, and then I cared about her, and she used that as reverse psychology to make me become, to put me in this prison. I did this. Guilt. Guilt put me in a prison, right, where I literally tried my best. I mean, everything I could. Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally committed to one woman. Like, I literally did that shit, right? Like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be with you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna show you that I'm a good man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they call a good man. And I did it. I did that shit. I disciplined myself, and it took religion. Like, I had to go into a religion. Reading books, I had to go into a religion to do it. To do it, I had to become religious. And even then, I had to veer and stay far, far away from females, which was hella hard for me because I attract females. Even the women it's nothing but women that follow me. Like, it's a couple dudes that follow me, some real niggas that follow me, but it's really nothing but females that follow me. It's just my program. That's how I am. Women love me. Like, they just fuck with my mind. Like, women like me. You know what I'm saying? All women, like a lot of women. If you know my following, you know they all women. Even if they hate me. Of course, I'm gonna have a couple that hate me, but most women fuck with me. They like to listen to my mind, and they like my mind. I have good conversation, and I can talk with women all day. Me and them talk all the time. I'm good with women. I'm a ladies man. I'm definitely for the ladies. So, I did it. You feel me? I started getting into religion, and you know what I'm saying? It was the best way for me to stay, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't matter. You know, the more I lied about it, you know what I'm saying? The more I tried not to be who the fuck I was, the more the shit came to me. Like, it was just amazing. I used to call it the devil until I realized it was just my nature. And that I was just lying to the woman. I was telling her I could be something that I'm not. And I was making false promises to her because I didn't know who the fuck I was. And that's how a lot of males out there are. And I want women to know that. And I want the niggas to know that. I want y'all to know you don't even understand yourself. And I'm going to explain you how you are. And I'm going to explain to the females how niggas are so you won't be making no high expectations for a nigga and get disappointed. And if you know how niggas are, then you don't have to make expectations. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to explain to you very clearly how it goes. So, what I noticed is that when I was in a relationship, you know what I mean, and I was trying to do this and I was doing good, I noticed a weird thing. Female, it just made a different kind of female come at me. A different kind. It didn't matter if I was studying Islam. An Islamic bitch was looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? I would notice, my reality real tricky because I'm trying my best to be, I'm at the gas station, I'm pumping my gas, just pumping my gas. A chick pull up, I'm like, alright, so I see that, so I'm not, I see the devil, I'm not gonna do this, you know, I'm a married man, I'm good, nigga, I'm single. She come and ask me questions. Why the fuck you come over here? Like, leave me the fuck alone. But I realized, and it's like, it just kept happening more and more. Like, the woman would come to me, and I was like, shit. And you know what I'm saying? And then it got, like, blatant. Like, my reality showed me, like, nigga, you're lying. You're lying, nigga. You're a man. Like, be a man. Like, why the fuck is you lying? And so, you know, And I know that I'm expected by society to be able to be strong enough to be disciplined, right? And to be able to be with just one woman. And I know that society was asking me to be strong enough to discipline my nature and my instincts. And as I grew and expanded my mind more, I realized that is not okay. It's not okay for society to ask you not to be human. It's not okay for society to ask you not to be who the fuck you are. Because, you see, when we were indigenous, we understood nature in totality, not just nature out there, but we understood the human nature, and we would never put the human male against its nature, right? So we organized it, and it was called polygamy. So as I started studying, I was like, oh shit, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with the fucking world. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So dudes just don't know how to organize their nature. They don't know how to organize their instinct and what they're feeling. They're just trying to mirror reality of what reality's saying and their culture's saying. I mean, it's in the movies, it's in the songs, it's in everything that we're doing, and there's nothing wrong with monogamy in itself as far as the bond between a male and a female, because we're all looking for that, right? We're all looking for some substance. We want substance. We don't just want to have sex. I mean, it's good, right? But you want to be able to connect with the person and bond with the person. The problem here is that society says that you're only supposed to do that with one person. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem, right? As men, we're told that we're only supposed to do it with this one person for the rest of our lives, when that's not true. Men are supposed to bond with a couple women during their life and have sex with a lot of them. Like, this is how you're supposed to be. I'm just gonna tell you how it is, like how it's supposed to be. How it's supposed to be is that you are supposed to fuck mad woman. Like, you're supposed to fuck all the women that you can actually attract to you, right? That magnetically can draw to you, to try to, spread your genes as much women as you can. And then in that process, you're supposed to be bonded with a couple of them. A couple of them, which are supposed to become your wives. Like the bond between you and the woman is that's the friendship, that's the bond that you keep. So it's not just fucking. So you do get what you ask for, right? Because a lot of men are like, yo, I want somebody I can share these thoughts with. You know what I'm saying? I want something with substance. That's cool. Once you get that, Jay-Z, right? Once Jay-Z get that Beyonce, that don't stop Jay-Z from looking at other women, right? But society has forced men into a prison. So men start to do cheating things like, hire women and all that stuff. But their nature is still there. Unfortunately, if a man doesn't know this information that I'm sharing with y'all, then you won't know how to organize it, and you don't know what's going on, and you cause a lot of hurt and pain. You cause a chick to slash your tires, bust your windows out, try to put you on child support. You just hurt a woman, and because you don't know who you are, and she don't know about men, and men don't know who they are, we're learning through a society that lied to us about our own nature, and it's up to us in this age and time to actually educate our own self on what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give me a thumbs up if I'm coming in clear. Let me get a thumbs up if I'm coming in clear. You heard? Let me get a thumbs up if I'm coming in clear. I guess I'm breaking up. Am I breaking up? Can somebody let me know if I'm breaking up? Alright, so we coming in clear. Okay, so with this knowledge that I'm about to give you, you can stop arguing with a woman. You can stop being what society wants you to be and start to become who you truly are. And woman, you can stop expecting so much from a man and then getting so little. If you understood a man's nature, we're getting wiser. We're getting wiser, right? We're evolving as a consciousness. That's what the information age is for. We're evolving as a consciousness. And if we're going to evolve as a consciousness, then you have to understand these things about a male. The male the male spirit. So even if a male doesn't even know about himself, because he doesn't, we're not taught our nature. We're hardly taught about sexuality in school, you know? No one really teaches us about what's going on here, right? And so we figure it out the hard way through trial and error. And in that process, we're hurting each other, right? And when you bruise, hurt people. So let's stop hurting people. Let's educate each other about what's going on. Men, stand the fuck up, okay? Listen. Number one, you're polygamous, right? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. A male might say, no, I'm monogamous. All I need is one woman. This is a man that you want to stay the fuck away from. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if a male's monogamous, then that means he's a beta. And if he's a beta, he's not gonna be able to probably give you healthy children. He's not going to be able to give you healthy children. Now, this is nature. Nature, the woman's always looking for the alpha. She's looking for a prime meat. Even though she doesn't like the fact that all the women want that man, she wants that man. She wants that A1, top of the line, good physique, good genes having man that every woman is attracted to. This is what the woman innately wants. And she settles for some beta that's just, you know, oh, we have a nice bond, he's cool, he's my friend, and that's cool. And then before you know it, you got fat little children that are dumb. But what I'm telling you is this: don't settle for that, because, and I just want to put this information out there for you. Here it is. When it comes to males, we're polygamous. Men, there's nothing wrong with you being with multiple women. And don't lie to these women. Stop fucking lying to them. Stop playing games with these women. Tell them the truth. Tell them to be straight up. Like, look, I'm polygamous. That's what I do. Now, you'd be surprised what kind of woman you will attract once you be real with yourself. First of all, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You know, look at your reflection in the mirror. Wash your face. I don't care if you start this tomorrow. Wash your face. Get your hair cut. Shape your shit up. Don't cut your hair off. Get your shape up on. You know what I'm saying? Look yourself in the mirror. Get some coconut oil. Wash your face. Put some oil on your face and look yourself in the face and say, from this day on, I'm not lying to any more women. I'm not going to be dishonest for any more women. I am not monogamous. I'm not going to be one woman for the rest of my life. It's impossible for me to do that, and I'm going to tell her the truth, because I don't want her to get the notion that I'm going to ever be that for her, even though me and her have a nice bond. I like this girl. She's cool. She makes me laugh. Me and her have a lot in common. Oh my God, I met my fucking best friend. That has nothing to do with your nature, my nigga. So then, when that is over, and your honeymoon stage is over, and y'all still cool, it's not cool to lie to your friend, man, because you didn't know who the fuck you are, and now you looking stupid, because you're like, yo, I cheated. And you can watch these black movies, they do it all the time. What is it, The Wood, and then, what is it, the one with Morris Chestnut when he cheated, and, you know, with Tay Diggs, and you can watch all this stuff in the movies. It's all there. All of these movies are scandals, you know what I'm saying, where it shows human nature being snuck around, and, you know, the brothers, how we talk. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm a man's man, right, ladies? Take it from me. I own the barbershop. I was raised with warriors, with men. I'm going to tell you about the nature of men. Now, these men out here today, what I realize is that y'all women is more men than these men out here. That's what I realize, right? That society has made it so that women had to do this shit on their own for so many generations. Women have evolved to holding this cosmic masculine energy. A lot of Aries, a lot of Aquarius, a lot of Gemini energy is out there. So a lot of these women are more masculine than these men, right? And this is a paradox of its own. And I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to digress and talk about this real quick, because it's sad, because a lot of these women out here have to deal with feminine men. They're dealing with feminine men. I mean, that's the only man that they can attract, because they're repulsed by masculine men, because they're not about to be told what to do. They're not about to be dominated. And so they can't really attract that masculine energy. So they stuck with these bitch-made niggas. These niggas that got feminine energy that was raised by their mom, and they're like betas, and they play video games. They just not fucking you right. You just not coming. They're not fucking really satisfying you, but they're cool, but they're just not, they're just not that man that you want them to be. And it's like you're stuck, because because you are the man. You are the breadwinner, and society has made it that way because they give you good jobs, and so you're able to survive, and you don't need a man. And so there's a different kind of female as well as there are different kind of males out here today. These females out here are men, they're masculine energy females, and it's hard for these women. It's very hard for them. That's why they watch me, because they're like, man, this man dominates my mind. Like, I might be dominant as a female, but I haven't met a man that was smarter than me, that can teach me something. That makes me feel submissive in a way, because he can teach me something. But these dudes you're dealing with right now, it's hard. It's hard for you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they have no fucking brain in their head, you know, and they're feminine. You could feel it, you know what I'm saying? So you could have 2, 3 niggas today. That's why a woman be like, well, if men are polygamous, why can't women be polygamous? Well, today, women can be polygamous because these men are feminine. And it's just like you a man and then you got 2, 3 wives. It's like, you know, today, yes, I will give it to you. The man that you have today, these feminine niggas out here today, a woman could have 2, 3 husbands. 4 husbands. She could be polygamous now because she's basically a nigga anyway. She's took in the pants of a man. She makes the money. She protects and provides for her family by herself. She don't really in that system. So yeah, I can see why a female would say, is she okay? Alright. She want that ninny. I can see why a female would say, yo, I want to be polygamous too. Shit, I want more than one man. But that's not normal. Let's not say that's nature. That's not normal, okay? Let's know that that's a construct of society, and it's unnatural for a woman to want that. A woman really wants to give her whole self to a man. A woman's job is to become a man. Like, she's supposed to absorb her man and become him completely. And until a woman is able to do that to one man, it will never really tap into her womanhood. So no matter what you talking about, like, yeah, I need 2, 3 niggas, nigga, you gonna go to bed sad. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you gonna be holding on to your child in bed and wishing that you had a real man, and you'll be dreaming about it. And so a lot of these women are attracted to me. They hear my mind. They're like, damn, they start watching me. Now there's 2 responses to me. There's women that hear me and want to challenge me, and then there's women that hear me that's like, I fuck with this nigga, like I fuck with him. And then there's the woman, because of her masculinity, that's like resistant, like fuck this nigga. But she secretly likes me, but she really, I can't fuck with him because of this and this reason. But she fucks with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there is no enemies. There is nobody that doesn't like me. You know what I mean? So I just want y'all to know that I know this. That they're admirers rather than haters, but they just don't agree with certain things. And at this time, you know what I'm saying, you might not understand a lot of the stuff I'm saying until later. You know what I mean? Because I'm before my time. So with that being stated, I want you to understand that these women out here today are different. These women don't need, within their society, not in the natural world, in their society, in the United States of America, a woman does not need a man. Wants a man, but it's not a necessity. And that's unnatural. You know, anytime you take a female species, and that's a mammal, you take the female and put her in a position where she doesn't need the man, and that breaks the family home. So it's like a woman's role, her whole role switches. She is the man. She's the man in the woman. So unless you're coming stronger than what she can bring, and they make it hard for the man. They make it super hard for the man. Men have to do all kind of crazy shit, and the normal man gets jammed up trying to fucking fit your patinas and be a man for you when you're giving government jobs making $15, $20, $30 an hour. A nigga gotta go work 12-hour shifts, can't even hardly see you, because by the time he get home, he tired, just to even try to keep up with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And even then, these men are not men, because no man would want to be a part of that system at all. That's the kicker. The kicker is a man wouldn't even want to be in that system. He would be like, I'm out. All the real men is in prison because they could not confide with the system. And so these dudes that become rappers and they quickly get money and then go right back to the system and try to be like the system, these are not thugs. These are fake ass thugs, because a thug is somebody that's going against the system. So these niggas would have got the money and left. These niggas got the money and wants to be a part. They want part with Massa. They want to be house niggas. Jay-Z wants to be a house nigga. All that money, he would have left. If nephew is a real man. He's not a man. He's a house nigga. It's a difference. You want to be like Massa. You want the fame and the, you know, whatever that comes along with it. You don't want to dip. So we know real men are not going to be a part of the United States. It's just not going to be a part of the corporation. It's not going to use that straw man that's actually, even using your straw man, right? Using the government-issued name that you were given, that's attached to a social security number, that's attached to a birth certificate, that's attached to a bond, which is your birth certificate, that's attached to a bank account, right? Even using that tax ID or that business corporation ID, right, is degrading to yourself because you know your name is a slave name. You know that name, that last name is a slave name. It's clear just using the straw man that you want to, that, come on. We know the history of the United States of America. We know the history. Come on, you know your last name was the last name of a slave owner, and the slaves took on the last name of the slave owner. Let's not be stupid. You can look at your last name and trace it all the way back to history. You're gonna find a slave master, and just this corporation wasn't set up for us. So as soon as we get the chance to get the money and the resources to leave, we won't. We stay up under Massa because, you know what? I got the whip and the chain now, nigga. I got the whip and the chain now, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You got a chain and a whip. When it used to be chains and whips. So at the end of the day now, you got the chain and the whip. And the funny thing is Liberia. Liberia was a country that the United States freed slaves, and many people don't know about Liberia. Liberia is a country where the United States of America freed their slaves and sent them back to Africa. Many people don't know this. So I gotta say it. I know a lot of y'all smart asses out there already know about Liberia. But Liberia is actually a country in Africa that was established by the United States of America. Basically, they freed slaves and sent them back to Africa. Some United States government, they fucking felt bad for slaves. And after slavery was abolished, they established the country, gave them resources, gave them money, and dropped them the fuck off in Liberia, nigga. Right? But the thing is, they dropped slaves off with a certain mentality. And this mentality made them become, and they treated the indigenous people there that were there, the tribes, they came there and started treating them like slaves. And so to this day, it's one of the most corrupt places on the planet. And so we were given opportunity to be free. So a lot of people are like, yo, we're not giving opportunity, but no one talks about Liberia. Nobody wants to talk about Liberia. You know what I'm saying? I would bring this up to your Umar Johnson. I would bring this up to your brother Polite. I would bring this up to Onsanetta. What about Liberia? I mean, we were given the opportunity. We want to do it in Massa's home. We want to be established and get established right here when the opposite, they have every right to fucking tear down anything we try to build in their face. That's their territory. We sold that shit away. We sold it to that man. That man has every right. Malachi York built his shit right in the face of Massa. What you think? Nigga, I'm tearing this shit down. This is my territory. Nigga, go back to Africa. Now, had Malachi York built that shit in Africa, it'd still be there today. But nah, nigga, you want to build it in Georgia. Leave, my nigga. Leave. You got a whole fucking leave. Central America. Nigga, go. Leave. Niggas don't want to leave. So, back to the point at hand. That's a whole nother video. So, we don't even want to go into all that. You're not being with a real man. Real men don't want to be in that system at all. We don't know why. We don't know how. Real men are thug niggas. Thug niggas, that's the start of being a real man, because these are indigenous men that just gonna be failures in the system. They're like, yo, I can't do this shit. You want me to cut my hair? You want me to wear my pants like what? No, I'm not doing that. And it's in their genes. They don't know why. They just resist. So anything to be in the system, fuck the system. Whatever. They'll find whatever. They'll find whatever hustle, whatever they gotta do, never to be a part of that system. These are indigenous in the spirit. They're just dumb. They just don't know. They're not intelligent. They don't know how to organize and understand their true history to do what I'm doing. They don't understand, like, oh shit, okay, I ain't gotta sell drugs, that's a trap. I ain't gotta do nothing illegal, that's a trap. What I can do is open these businesses and da-da-da-da-da, get a business, do-do-do, get the money and dip. make a residual income, use that shit like the foreigners do, use America like the foreigners do. Supposed to use America as a business, just like the foreigners do, make a residual income. They come near and send their money back home. We sitting up in there, bitch. I used to stay having conversations with the niggas at the gas station. My mind ain't never been regular. And anybody that knew me can tell you, like, I always been out there. Like, I would have conversations with the nigga at the gas station and ask him about his relationship with his wife. I'm like, y'all never argue. Why y'all never, you never have problems with your wife? Like, no, my wife, not in my country. They don't argue with women. You know what I mean? This is your country. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, she be back there with you every day, man. It's shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, his whole family, man, back home, we just send our money back home. And I talk to the Chinese man. And I talk to the Indian man. I talk to these local businesses. I was talking to them. I wanted to understand their culture. I wanted to understand where their mind was. Like, even though we was here bullshitting, they were there getting money, sending that shit back to their country. They could live fat. You know what I'm saying? Their whole village is eating off of that gas station. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Then some of them just became Americans. Some of them was like, yo, we love America. They became Americanized. You know what I'm saying? And became part of that shit. But back to this, this is what I'm saying. Real men don't want to be part of that society. And so you woman can't really truly respect these niggas. That's why you always want a thug. You want a manly man. You want a nigga that's an outlaw. You know, you love the rappers because the rappers resemble rebellious against the system. You don't know why. I'm going to tell you, woman, why. Because a woman wants a real nigga. She wants a real man that says fuck the system but also can provide for her. You know what I'm saying? She wants to say fuck the system too, because she innately, that's your woman. She wanted to say fuck the system too, but she has to feel safe. Brain in there, you take us that says fuck the system, but also can provide for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she want to say fuck the system too, because she innately, that's your woman. She wanted to say fuck the system too, but she has to feel safe. She has to feel secure. She's not feeling secure hopping out there and you ain't got nothing for her. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you got to be able to educate me. You can't just fuck me. Women don't want to just get fucked. They want to get educated. Women wants to be enlightened. You got to enlighten that pussy. Because if you just fucking that pussy, then that's not going to be enough. If you don't enlighten that woman, you will never keep her. Never. She always going to look for a man that can enlighten her. That can always teach her something, evolve her. Because she's looking for daddy. She's looking for... Listen. A woman wants to be submissive. She wants to be submissive to a man. That is her nature. Her nature is to want to be submissive, my nigga. She wants to be, but she can't, my nigga. Y'all niggas ain't men. So she can't, and she's upset, and she's bitchy, and she's got an attitude about that. Because she can't find, even in her fucking dad, she can't find. She wants to be a little girl in your presence. Once a woman, you outsmart a woman, you protect, you provide for her, she becomes a little girl. That's what she wants to be. And if she can't be a little girl, she becomes a bitch. She becomes a bitch. So, we have to understand the nature of this. And I'm just trying to educate you on how this works. You know what I'm saying? Once the woman has found the man that can outsmart her, that because being smart, it makes her feel safe. She's like, oh, we'll be fine with him because he's going to be able to stay calm, cool, and collective and find solutions to the problems. He's a leader. I feel so safe with him. I'm good. You know, once she feels like that, she is in her element now. Now the woman is in her element. Now she can let her guards down. Now she can fucking become the earth. So that she'll become totally submissive in this place. She become a little girl. And when she becomes a little girl, she will whine to you. She will cry to you. You will feel like her father. You will feel like her father in a way. You'll be like, damn, she will come to you and be a little girl. She will be a little girl every now and then. No matter how tough she is, no matter how old she is, she wants to be a little girl. And if she can't do that, she'll never be happy in a relationship. She wants to be weak. Women are a different creature than men in a way because women, they do things that she doesn't want to always have to make sense with everything she do. She needs to be rambunctious. She needs to be She needs to do things that don't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It just feels right. It just feels good. She needs to like do crazy shit and you to give her that space. If you don't know how to coexist with her in that space where she wants to just be fucking crazy and throw things around and throw paint on the wall, whatever, she might just do that in a relationship with you just to see how you respond to it. And if you can't hold that space with her without judgment and be able to hold that space and keep everything together, you will never have that woman. That woman is always testing you innately. This is not consciously. This is subconsciously. She's always testing you to see if you're able to handle her in every way before she ever... Woman is constantly testing you. And even when you pass the test, nigga, you get a weekly test, nigga, like a monthly test, nigga. When she... I think that's what the period is for. A monthly menstrual is a monthly test for a nigga to make sure your balls is tight, nigga. Like, for real, like, that's really what it's like. See, men, we're like 1 + 1 = 2, and we're like logic. Women are chaos. Their mind is about chaos. That's why women like to just drink and go dancing, and they like to... Dancing doesn't have to make sense. It's just going with the beat, but it's just letting her energy flow. And there's so many women that have to be men, and they're not allowed to be in that space, and they're hurting inside. There's so many women out there that are trapped being a man, that so much that they're not allowed to express their feminine energy, and that is fucking making them bitches. And this is why a woman is so bitchy, because she can't be a woman, and because she can't have a man in that system. But that's just that, and that's how that works, okay? That's the psychology. So, you know, to get back on subject and get back on track. So the woman is not going to be okay with a man that's not a man. And these men in the system are not men. They're not. Anybody that's like going to be in that system, do what they're doing is not men. Innately, she knows that. I'm talking about subconsciously, she knows that. So she can't really submit to these niggas. She can't. You can't. It's not even about money. She pay to find a real nigga. Somebody that has the money. She'll give her money. She's like, yeah, fuck this money. It's the system money. It's the white man money. Come on, let's invest this shit and have our own and grow our own food and let's do our own thing. She doesn't give a fuck about money. Women give a fuck about you being a man and being able to get resources. Can you, if I gave you this money, can you make it work? Can you grow food? Can you buy land? Can we go do us? Can you be a man? She wants you to be her government. She wants you to be her man. Like, you know, it's just sad because, you know, you live in a government where other men are running that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a man that running it. And she wants you to be the man, and she can't submit to you until you're able to do that. So now, with us knowing this, we have, and I told you, I digressed to talk about this masculine woman today. And even though she's masculine, she's still a woman. She's still pumping that estrogen. I don't care for how fucking tough you think you are, how, you know, you had to go get it, life was fucked up, you had to be tough, you had to step up and get you know what I mean, whatever, grab your nuts, grab your ovaries, nigga, they be grabbing this shit up here. I had to grab my nuts, nigga. I got nuts, nigga, they ovaries, nigga, what? Shit's is inside, nigga. Your shit just out, nigga. You know, I got a dick, it's a clitoris, nigga, suck my dick. You know? So it's like they have to grab their ovaries and shit and be men. And so there's a lot of, and they mothers had to do that. So it's a generational thing, and it's something that we're dealing with today as a mutation. Because of society, we have adapted and mutated to the circumstances. And so the woman that we see today, you have to understand that they've mutated and, you know what I'm saying, have been breeded to, you know, nature will always adapt to its circumstances. And so the circumstances of America is, nigga, it's every man for themselves. And y'all women gotta fend for yourselves. So guess what? The babies have evolved to fend for themselves. So the cosmic energy that these women are carrying are women that are built to be like, nigga, I got me, nigga. But, you know what I'm saying? These ain't the same kind of women as back in the day. Like, oh my God, where's my husband? Oh, where's the man? No, these women have adapted epigenetically to the circumstance we was put in the United States of America and the Corporation of America. So yeah, you are dealing with a different man and you're dealing with a different woman. And when you're able to be the man, right? When a woman's able to be the man, you're also genetically modifying the male, because the male starts to be like, Start to treat women bad, start to treat women less. Like, fuck, every man for themselves. Fuck that bitch gotta do what I gotta do. Shit, she got a check. You hear these niggas. Niggas like, yo, she got a bag? You know what I'm saying? Niggas wanna know if she got a bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up, shorty ain't getting no money, man. I can't fuck with no bitch that ain't getting no money. That's the new wave. Like, the shorty gotta have a bag for you to fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Even these rappers say that. They don't want no broke bitch. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. A bitch gotta have some money for you to fuck with her? That's what we turn into. It's not natural, you know, but it is what it is. And so with knowing this, we have to understand where we're at to get to where we're going. We have to know where we came from, where we're at, and where we're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that, then you can understand how to psychologically, epigenetically, turn that shit back to where you want it to be, you know, where we want it to be. Where do we want? What do we want? You know what I'm saying? Do we just want to be house niggas? Until their system turns upside down? Like, I asked the question, like, yo, if America's economy was to fail right now, how do we look? How do we look? Do we still want to perpetuate and keep giving money back to the system, like, yeah, just to live in the system? You know what I'm saying? How does America look without the economy? If the economy fails, and it's clearly going to fail, so how does America look? What do we look like? It's going to be mayhem. You know what I'm saying? There's women out there, single, it's mad single women out there. Mad single. And it's already the mindset is already every man for themselves. So niggas about to go to the supermarket and clear that shit out. It's going to be zombie land. They're getting y'all prepared for zombie land. That's why Walking Dead is out there. They want y'all to start getting conditioned. You know, they condition us in every way. If you see what the government is doing, then you can see it like, okay, they want us to get used to seeing zombies. Motherfuckers walking around crazy. Obviously, they're going to hit us with some juice. Niggas going to hit us with some special juice. Niggas going to be turning to zombie. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? FEMA camps everywhere. Well, I mean, we know about it. We hear talks about it, but we not acting like that's about to happen. We still moving around getting that Impala. We still moving around getting that. You know, we getting that. You know what I'm saying? We getting that. We still talking about, I got the horses in the bag. You know, we still entertained by dumb shit and not thinking about what the severity of our circumstances truly are right now. We're not even going to think about it. And so, you know, your boy had to be light years ahead of everybody. I'm out, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, yo, I'm not being caught in that shit. Like, why are you running? Nigga, if you knew what kind of circumstances you was in, you'd be running too. Nigga, you in a state of an emergency. All black people are in a state of emergency. All black women, you are in a state of an emergency. You're not okay. You're not safe. I'm telling you, where you're at right now, if the economy fails, you're fucked. Period. So why y'all so relaxed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying I'm running, but yo, why are you so relaxed? That's my question. Hopefully I inspire you. You know, I'm trying to. Without y'all motherfuckers keep telling Master we got a runaway slave. Master, look at this runaway slave. He did this. Get him back here. Get him back here, Master. Gun line, boss. Gun line. This nigga left the gun line, boss. You know, and all of that. You know, snitching and all that. Crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Check it out, right? Yeah, so she's not gonna feel safe with that. And so you're dealing with a different female. Okay, well, back what we said. Stop lying. So this is what I want you to do, fellas. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell women the truth. Look, man, I'm not monogamous. I like you a lot. I want you to be one of my wives. I don't want you to go nowhere. I think that we're supposed to be together, and there's so many relationships out there that would be still together if there was just an understanding. And y'all women, stop expecting these men to be just with you. Please stop doing that. And men, stop lying to these women, because I'm your barber, nigga. I was your barber. I know how men nigga, I know how we are, bro. And niggas can lie about this all they want because they want to get that poo. Fine, I get it. But nigga, don't be a bitch made nigga, because eventually the truth gonna come to the light anyway. You might as well keep it real, my nigga. Keep it all the way gangsta. Tell her the truth. Right now, somebody watching this live with their girl. Tell her the truth. Look at your girl. Tell her, like, baby, I ain't gonna lie to you no more, man. I'm polygamous, because I don't want to lie to you. I do. I look at women, I beat my dick off at porn. I mean, I'm always cheating on you mentally. You know what I'm saying? A nigga watching porn every fucking time he get, you at work, he in there jerking his dick off, nigga. Like, this nigga watching porn all day, every day. And then, yeah, you like, oh, yeah, I could be faithful. Why? Because you got Pornhub, nigga? X videos, nigga? Come on, man. You beating your dick all day, man. Stop wasting all that sperm and get you another wife, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, and ladies, stop expecting. Stop expecting more than men can offer, please. Just want to tell you about this because we need to form our families correctly. And we're not. We're not forming our families correctly. We're lying to these women. The new wave is just to be honest, straight up, and women gonna have to accept it anyway. And you be surprised what women accept if you just be honest, my nigga, because you gonna attract you. You gotta keep it real with yourself first, G. And then the woman you keep asking me, yo, how you get the woman? Like, yo, nigga, I'm real with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a woman out there that'll fuck with you, bro. You feel me? When you become real with yourself, you gonna attract real. You understand what I'm saying? So, just stop lying, man. Stop lying. Point blank period. You feel me? I'm gonna open up for a Q&A about this subject in my next video. Y'all can call back in.